501. So, Mrs. All three matters are listed for direction.
Yes, good.
Now, in this matter, we would like to have some notes to start with of submissions, so that we then, instead of reading reading all the pleadings and everything, we have some idea on the issues.
We'll do that.
We'll do that.
And
We'll have a
really,
written submission structurally as per the questions frame. My
A
lord.
lot of time also we'll find so that
and written submissions as well.
yeah, we'll do that.
So one joint compilation
Case.
from both sides,
Right.
duly indexed, including of the case law, it can be given to us in a soft copy, in soft form.
Yes.
And then, apart from that, written submissions from both sides would be filed. What we would suggest is, as we've been saying in the other matters, two counsel, maybe from your side, Mr. Sybil, some junior, and Mr. Paul's side, another junior, they can work together,
Yes.
prepare a common index so that it solves your problem. And once you are ready in the conference, on what cases you're going to cite, juniors can just make sure that they put it all together,
Yes.
index it to us, and the juniors can prepare also the second volume of the written submissions.
Fair enough.
Any other documentary materials, we can perhaps have 3 volumes. One of the written submissions of both the sides. The second we can have of the any other documentary material, should you want to rely upon that, which is already, and third, of the case law compilation.
Right.
Fair enough. We'll do that.
We'll do.
Commonly,
Just commonly.
question. Another thing which we were wondering was that, because the electricity group of matters where Brother Nasimami and Sister Hima Kohli were there, if you can both sit together, I think it's time that, and we also have, though, of course, you are opposing each other, you can have, yes.
On time slots,
So if both sides could have sets of seniors could have a meeting between themselves and identify the issues which you will be urging,
enough.
so that we at least have a set of common issues. But ideally, let's not have like 25 issues, because then the idea is to facilitate us when we write it.
In fact, I was looking at the issues and that can be encapsulated in 3 or 4 issues.
Exactly, because when we looked at the
I'll
rest,
sit with Mr. Paul, and we saw
that would be so nice if both of you can do that.
Broadly. And also indicate a sub rising out of each.
That's good.
In short.
Certainly.
And one more thing, Mr. Sybil and Mr. Paul, both sides, you can decide on who will be arguing which aspect of the matter.
We'll do that.
So that there is no overlap between what somebody is arguing. So between yourselves, once that of
Because
course,
the time has come that the court's time is, we must reduce our elaborate arguments only to ensure.
and written arguments help us a great deal. Even the small civil cases, the larger infrastructure cases, they really cause, even in a criminal appeal, it's of great assistance to us.
We'll do that.
Especially if there's a little bit of a time lag between the conclusion of the arguments and writing the judgment. We don't have the practice here which we followed in the high courts of dictating a judgment of the court. Obviously not in the final court.
Can't do it in this.
Can't do it here. But then what happens is that, the more the time elapses, if you have something which is a sort of an aid memoir, it always just refreshes your memory the moment you start reading.
We'll cooperate fully.
Yes. So, yes.
We just nominate.
So yes, who were the two counsels?
Javed Madad from our side. Javedur Rahman from our side.
Yes.
Nominate.
Chirag Shah from us.
Chirag Shah.
Yeah, so they know what to
Yes.
Who is Chirag Shah?
Is my lord? Then Chirag Shah.
Your Lordship may tell us how much time was,
What is the estimate of the time, Mr. Sybil, on your
how much time would your Lordship give us to compile all this?
If you both have a word right now, tell us what you think is both of you feel is reasonable. We'll give you that time. Mr. Why don't you move to both of you just move towards each other and just decide on that.
3 weeks.
3 weeks.
Oh, that's supposed to be.
3 weeks.
And once. Let your Lordship.
Then we'll keep it for directions and then fix an immediate date.
Yes.
No, 3 weeks here, then my Lord said we put it for direction. Then.
Mr. Kapil. Yes, sir.
behalf of the voters in the basically every thinks that they are correct and everybody is missing on the constitutional morality. These voters are very beyond as we are cheated. And we are not having a government which can be termed as constitutional, whether it is constitutional or not.
So we'll hear you as an intervener. We'll give you a brief hearing. Don't worry, we are here. So
No perspective.
we'll elucidate throw some light on, apart from what somebody else has argued.
Designate one person.
Yes, that we've already
That's
done.
Already just done.
Mr. Kapil Sibal and Dr. Abhishek Manu Singhvi, learned senior counsel appearing on behalf of the petitioners, and and Devdutt Kamat Biliko, and Mr. Neeraj Kishan Paul and Mr. Maninder Singh appearing on behalf of the respondents. I've agreed to certain procedural directions which would facilitate the hearing and disposal of the proceedings. Stop. Poland. We accordingly issue the following directions. Next. Party shall file a joint compilations consisting of bracket 1 written submissions semicolon bracket 2 index of case law precedents semicolon and bracket 3 any other documentary material on which reliance is sought to be placed at the hearing. Full stop. A common index shall be prepared in 3 separate volumes of the above compilations. To facilitate this, Mr. Javed Rahman, learned counsel, assisting Mr. Kapil Sibal, and Mr. Chirag Shah, learned counsel, assisting Mr. Neeraj Kishan Paul, shall act as the nodal counsel to ensure that soft copies of the compilations are prepared and circulated to the bench and to the counsel appearing on behalf of the parties. Semicolon, bracket 2, within a period of the above exercise shall be carried out.
Maybe
within a
in
period
4
of-
weeks, because the written submission may take a bit of time instead of 3 weeks.
4 weeks.
The above exercise shall be carried out within a period of 4 weeks.
Yes.
3, it has been agreed that the learned senior counsel appearing on behalf of the contesting parties shall meet together and formulate in brief the salient issues which require which will arise for consideration in the course of deciding the reference before the Constitution bench. और ये हो गया? After the above exercise is carried out within a period of 4 weeks, the proceeding shall be listed for directions on. Give a date after 4 weeks. We'll keep it after 4 weeks. We just notify the date shortly.
Deeply.
When a date. Yes, of course. No difficulty. Yes.
It's already said to you that he will allow it.
Not just the Lordship would indicate it'll be for directions, my lord, on that.
Yes,
Fix the
Then
date.
for direction.
Yes.
But then thereafter, once it comes for direction, we
Yes.
list it shortly thereafter, because I presume, while preparing the written submissions, etc., your preparations will also be complete. So
That's
that
right,
will be
right.
listed. You've given a date?
Great.
Sorry, you've given a date? The 3rd of November, my learned brother was.
And it's, could it be end of November?
Or 28th you can have?
When it's 28th.
28th is Monday.
29th November.
29th.
The Tuesday. Correct. Sister chicken.
29. Very great.
Yes, sir. Well, with regard to the 95th amendment.
Yes.
And now, my lord, we have taken up 90 because the 104th amendment has further extended it to by another 10 years.
Right.
So we have now taken out the IA, my lord, it's
For amendment.
for amendment to also include the 104th.
So we'll allow the IA for amendment, Mr. Vikramjit, we'll allow the IA for amendment.
Because we would like to file a reply to the amendments.
Yes, of course. But formal amendment we'll allow since the writ petition is pending.
Well, after rationale will be the same.
Yes, absolutely.
And
But
it's
formally you have to amend.
Formal, except now it might need to
What-
justify yet another extension.
What is the IA number? Is the-
And it's saying IA was filed during the vacation, there's a diary number. I think it's,
Mr. Jain,
I'll give you the diary now.
Well, it's really the number of matters. Well, it's the issue is what there are a number. Well, I have at least 7 matters. So, well, we'll have to at some point of time call out what are the common issues because a lot of things have been changed.
what we'll do is, we will pass the same
Same
procedural order as we have passed in the previous matter. Because that's why in the previous matter, we have not said anything specific to that matter. We have to only change the name of the 2 nodal counsel who will be assisting the court. And now, and here we'll allow the IA for amendment. The IA for amendment, should we say is allowed?
That's not an issue.
The IA for seeking an amendment of the petition under Article 13
First 3 matters.
is allowed. The amendment shall be carried out within the course of the week. A reply to the petition as amended may be filed within a period of 3 weeks. On
Manoj,
your
I mean-
side, just 1 second. On both sides, Mr. Attorney, both sides, you would like, as we did in the previous Maharashtra matter, give us the name of nodal counsel. We have said in the previous matter, there'll be a joint compilation consisting of 1, written submissions, 2, the precedents, and 3, any other documentary material which is sought to be relied upon with a common index. And we have said there should be 1 nodal junior counsel on this side and 1 on your side. They will both interact with each other. And make sure that the compilation is prepared in the soft form. Second, in the earlier matter, we have said that the senior counsel appearing on behalf of the contesting parties will hold a meeting and identify for the court what are the common issues which arise for consideration. So once
Exactly, one of the
people sit down-
suggestions I wanted to give, let's have a pre-hearing conference.
Conference.
Council and have a consensus among the issues as well as.
Exactly.
Done that in that.
And don't frame a
should-
large
it should
number of
be-
issues, just the core, that's
yes,
all.
absolutely.
Because see, even if you formulate these issues or something arises where you want to make an additional point, we're not going to stop people. But this really ensures that, there's no element of surprise and we know what is being argued.
Even
This can be
in this
institutional
case,
for many cases.
everything is consequential. There are other,
So I hope
the
there's no difficulty about all of you meeting, the senior council meeting together. All right?
We'll do that. We have tried a transfer question already.
No, let's finish the order.
And though we have said senior counsel, that also includes junior counsel who argue before us like senior counsel every day. So many of them are here in the court, so
Yes.
you can also join.
We will work out that matter.
Fact
in law.
Transfer petition, there was a matter which was pending in the Rajasthan High Court. We filed a transfer petition, and the order was the transfer petition was disposed of at liberty to renew the transfer petition again after the review the request.
Oh, so
So we are renewing.
you have now filed a fresh transfer petition
No,
now.
yeah,
So is it listed today?
it is not, the diary number is 3429.
We'll take it. Then we'll take the transfer petition on board and issue notice on that.
No issue.
So that matters.
I think that.
No issue.
All the transfer petition, what is the challenge in that transfer?
We
petition?
filed the compilation, the counter is filed there and rejoinder has been filed.
Same issue.
Same issue.
All right.
The only
Uh,
amendment has to be made same as.
Hey, Mr. Likhlije, with the consent of all the learned Attorney General for India, who appears on behalf of the respondents, with Mr. Vikramjit Banerjee, has no objection to the transfer petition being taken on the record. The transfer petition is for the transfer of proceedings which are pending before the High Court of Rajasthan, into brackets Jaipur bench, to this court, which is the same as is sought to be canvassed in these proceedings. To stop earlier, on 8 May 2019, while disposing of transfer petition civil 648 of 2019, a 2-judge bench of this court had observed that the transfer petition was being disposed of with liberty to the petitioners to make their submissions as and when the matter is taken up before the Constitution bench.
Transfer petition has been.
in view of the above, since there is no objection to the transfer, the
Once-
transfer petition is allowed.
One small housekeeping.
Just show give a copy to
One small housekeeping,
yes.
request that
Give us a liberty that we file the violation of the transfer petition here in the court itself. So then it is the time,
Compilation.
along with the counter affidavit, the regional.
Compilation of all the all the records and proceedings in the transferred petition shall be filed in this court to obviate any further delay.
one small
Yes,
housekeeping
please.
issue, that all pleadings be exchanged through a counsel nominated by the office of the Attorney General. Otherwise, it goes to a secretary section, very difficult to trace all of them. At the last minute, I mean, it's enough. So I will nominate a counsel through whom all the pleadings should be exchanged.
Yes.
All right. So we
It's
have two
comparable for all.
counsel. Actually, we have one counsel nominated by the attorney.
Mr. Puneet Jain from the side of the petitioners and
Side.
So Mr. Puneet Jain, and from the attorney general side, who would like to be the counsel? Who will be the counsel? If you tell us the name, we can say that in our order.
We will, we'll.
Why don't you do it now? Just tell us now.
Give us the name.
one of you is there.
Order. It'll be easier for everybody.
It goes around in the central agency. It's very difficult.
Okay, subsequently you give.
We'll do that.
Do this.
Will you incorporate
Mr.
that
Attorney
order?
General, do this.
Yes.
By lunch today,
We will.
give the name of the counsel to the court
We
master.
will.
So as in the previous order, we'll say that Mr. Puneet Jain and another counsel, they will act together. They will exchange
That's-
all the pleadings, etc., and make sure that they are circulated to the council in soft form. So we have one index of all the pleadings.
Absolutely. Fair enough.
One more request, let's, just like your lordship did in that electricity matter, if the pleading which is in the soft copy, which is there, level to the registry, if they can provide us with that, that reading, that will become.
That also we can do.
Yes, no.
The registry shall
The
provide,
earlier.
PDF files of things in the batch of cases to the learned council with a common index,
Yeah.
so as to with a common index, full stop. The pagination shall not thereafter change, so as to facilitate reference during the course of the arguments.
This also be keep it on train.
To keep on the same day, we are keeping it on the 29th now for directions.
Please, sir.
So this will be listed on 29th for direction.
Second 503.
So by then everything will be all set up.
Serial number 502.3 slightly different in the sense, along with the extension of submission code 1 of 2006. There are other issues like articles 81, 82, related to first submission, where there has been a unilateral increase in reserve fees. With the total number of fees disposed in the constitutional amendment under the provisions of article 82. So that needs to be read separately. Along with that,
So when the matter opens for arguments, you can tell us that.
We'll make that also one of the issues. Once we have this meeting, we
All
can
right.
put up all the issues, we can make common issues in all the matters.
All right.
there are two other matters which are
Fair.
listed along there.
Fair.
Two other petitions of
All
the same nature.
All right.
Where the prayer and the constitutional provision challenge is one and the same.
All right.
Published. We should be registered.
Now 503, should we take up?
Yes.
502.
Yes.
Lordship kindly. Conference can be held by virtual also, not amongst the senior.
You decide.
But you decide, there's no difficulty at all.
You decide. That will take care of.
No difficulty. Yes, absolutely.
That's internal housekeeping.
But the same order can be passed.
In 503.
I think so, except for one addition, but there's a lot of documents are with the registry. We've been trying to fight with their old documents, so we need more time to access those, and we need directions to the registry. Many of them couldn't be found by them. Some of us, we need much more time than it's
So
for.
we'll say inspection
That's
of the
good.
records may be furnished to the advocates on record appearing on behalf of the contesting parties on an appointed day.
This is the mic.
Yeah. Rasima wants to share something.
Yes, in fact, we're trying to point out that.
23rd of August 2013, there is a appearance of my.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, you can go ahead to fix the date and other things.
It was of course not in substantive. Here,
I have no idea.
It's all due to the point.
No, that's good.
Don't think there's any objection.
Doesn't matter.
Is there any objection?
Are you having any objection?
Any
You don't have an objection. You have considered
We
it.
have no objection.
side, that's all.
But still,
That's
Okay,
fine.
Mr. It happens.
We have no objection. of course.
Since you don't have an
All right. Let,
we'll take a call.
we'll take a call. Let my brother take a call. We also feel the same way as all of you.
yeah,
So,
This matter, you should allow us to take the call.
right, absolutely.
Only matters stand with the other. In fact, the recusal, the law is that we can't put the burden on you. It's for us to take the call.
We are willing.
Lawyers will always say that please go ahead. You can't enter.
I don't think that we should.
I know.
Objection to a judge.
so in this, we will put one more thing. Who are the two counsel who will act as the
Hussain Ayubi from our side.
And
who will act?
from our side, so Sambilan's will be there. Well, in this case, already.
Why did we have one counsel?
One.
For all
One
one on one side, no?
One
Any one person. One person is bound to-
Is that Mahmood was already appointed?
He's not there anymore in this matter. We've nominated him. He's allowed 1%.
One
One is
person.
good enough.
So that then become very, then likewise, Mr. Attorney, by the lunch today, please nominate any one counsel.
Yes,
There will
yes,
be a
yes,
tech
yes.
savvy
Yes,
counsel,
somebody
young,
must be around.
lawyer who will be able to, they'll.
And instead of 4 weeks,
I-
instead of 4 weeks, 6 weeks.
And here we say one more thing, just one.
I will require probably a little longer time.
Little longer.
Yeah.
Here we'll say that, since, on the request of the learned counsel, the registry is directed to furnish inspection of all the records and documents pertaining to this batch of cases to the advocates on record, appearing on behalf of the contesting parties.
Can I just point out one thing?
Nodal counsel, we have noted the name for
We
Hussain.
say that they will furnish inspection to the two nodal counsel, that's better. To the two nodal counsel.
We will. Others cannot.
All right, then to the advocates on record.
And once more time, so we want 8 weeks. We want 8 weeks early.
Is that we will give 6 weeks so that we
Put
keep
it
it
on
for direction
29.
before the vacation, before the winter.
Yes, yes.
Very
For
good.
direction. So 4 weeks takes us to 29th November. So we'll take it exactly 2 weeks beyond the earlier date.
Right.
So that we will fix it.
And nodal counsel on our side may be recorded.
Yes, we.
Can I-
Every council can have one in-
13th of December will be okay. It's
Can I make one clear matter? UPC 560 of 12, in which reference was made, that can be made in 8 cases in this case.
And there is a question of
We-
law.
On that day, we
Yes.
can decide which is the lead.
Yes.
Actually, when the learned council meet, Mr. Solicitor, we have also said in the previous matter, the Maharashtra matter, that both sets of council will meet senior council and chalk out the salient issues which have to be addressed by the collector matter. So
And the issues are already framed by.
No, I think that we need to.
Let it be fresh.
fresh issues, because now that you prepare it for the final hearing, you sort of curtail these.
private issues also, my lord. Yes.
You can ask them to also associate, so they can talk to Mr. Sibal and the Sudhatta, so that.
Will, my lord, oblige. Lord, so far as, my lord, the nodal councils are concerned,
Yes.
Lord, Diksha Rai would be on our side, they can coordinate.
All right, so Fazal Ayubi. and-
In which matter? In both the matters?
No, in, my lord, Assam,
Five matter will give it.
And the earlier matter, Mr. Attorney will. Yeah, by
Lord,
line.
they are not, they are giving.
Section 503, my lords, this small submission, my lord, as per order dated August 13, 2019, my lords, there was a very categorical order that the NRC will be updated subject to the 2 writ petitions are pending, my lords. If a direction may be given in the order, that no rejection slips be issued.
This is not an NRC one.
It is not an NRC issue.
Will not now, unless the matter.
It's not
is-
an NRC matter.
Don't say anything
We
today,
can't say.
because we like to see the papers, have a little bit of argument and then issue order.
But what is given 29?
No, 2 weeks beyond 29, because the attorney said
29 for
13th
directions.
13th December.
13th. 13th of December. 13th of
No, for directions.
Direction.
Direction.
Please,
We'll fix the date on that.
please, sir.
So at least these matters can get ready and we can